Yes. Semi Consis in for Marnus to open the batting, and Josh Inglis to take Smudge's place at full. And then the rest the same.
Pat talks through, I guess, Inglis at four, just direct replacement for Steve.
Yeah, pretty much. Always like to not have too many moving parts. So we think everyone else is not much info has changed from last week really. So happy with everyone else where everyone else is batting. So Semi's obviously an open and kind of the available spot for Josh this week's at number 4.
Could you see a scenario like in Sri Lanka where you went there obviously, but Alex was thrown ahead of Josh and I batted at 7 to sort of break up the left and right combination?
Potentially, probably not this week. I think when the conditions get really extreme, you look at those options. So maybe later on in the series, if it's probably more spin friendly. I mean, if this really starts spinning, you're kind of open to anything, but I'd say unlikely this week.
A lot of the guys haven't played Test cricket, you included. Who do you sort of go to as captain to sort of figure out how the game might play out, that kind of thing?
I mean, no one's really played a lot of Test cricket here. Even Gaz's first series was 13 years ago. I mean, the biggest things over here are normally the pitches, which again, no one's got. You might have played 1 or 2 tests. So, but training this week's been really good. Get a bit of a prep. We're training on the side wicket, so it might be similar to the game. You look at some of the data and info over the years, and share a little bit of knowledge. But it's good. It's coming over here with a few unknowns. It's kind of it's fun. You got to think on your feet. Yeah, of course. I think conditions we kind of don't really know what to expect, obviously, but feel like kind of the 3 quicks are better suited for this wicket. That's a positive. It's cool. I mean, I think it's literally the furthest place from Australia on Earth. Well, it seems like that way, travelling over here. But you hear all the stories. So many cricket fans on their bucket list to come and travel over here at least once. So to do it as a player, it's great. 3 Test match series as well. It's a relatively big series, and kicking off in Barbados, kind of one of those iconic West Indian venues, is great. So I'm really excited.
And just 10 days ago, you launched what this thing that we said. So one is posting this team from there, but does it feel like there's a lot of new players playing in different positions in the lineup?
I think I said back then you look forward what the next couple of years are going to look like. So, I think part of that's a keenness to get Sam and Josh into the squad, into the playing 11, and start looking what the batting order might look like for the next couple of years. So, I think that's part of the reset, and your goals change a little bit as well. Obviously, we're starting on 0 points now, so it's just a bit of kind of a mental reset. You block the last couple of years away, you start again.
Any guidance to Sally, obviously back at the side, a lot of promise and gone on the player work for his game. What's your sort of message to him? What can you get out of this tour?
I think the main thing with Semi is he's still really young. He's starting out his first class career, so I think we're all happy to be a little bit more patient with someone like a Semi who's a little bit younger than someone coming to the team who's really experienced. But he's been working really hard over the last few months. He's been soaking up lots of information from the other players and the coaches. So he's been really good. No particular message from me. It's all the things that we love about him. It's much of the same, really. I know he's spoken about sometimes in that Indian series or even a couple of Shield matches where everything got a little bit fast on him. So he's been chatting about that and open with that. But really, it's he's shown in Shield cricket. He's scored plenty of runs at times, so it's just more of his best. But no specific message.
Just managing the Mars, I mentioned more an easy conversation to have, but it seems like he's got his sleeve up this week. Where do you see this future at this team?
Yeah, he's been great. Bundle of energy, helping out, and obviously in between that, working on his own game. So I think him at his best is well and truly an international standard Test batter. So we see him, him at his best if there's an opening, we could see him kind of fighting his way back into the Test team at some point. But yeah, obviously the focus now is giving a couple other guys a go. He's had a pretty good run and obviously didn't make the most of it as well as he would have liked. So offering that opportunity to kind of the next couple of guys.
Hey, Pat, welcome back to Barbados. What do you expect of this West Indies team, and are you a bit surprised that Kemar Roach is not in the West Indies at this level?
Yeah, I mean, every time you see the West Indians play Test matches, Kemar's been there for the last 15 years, so it's a little bit different not seeing him there. But I think, in some ways, not overly sure what to expect. Even a couple of years back when we played these guys in Australia, it's about half the squad weren't there. It's a new squad. So, like I said, I like that part of kind of Test cricket. You got a problem to solve really quickly when you're out there. But yeah, they got some class fast bowlers. Obviously, new captain as well. So yeah, you don't always know what to expect.
What do you make of the pitch and being able to read it?
I haven't had a look today yet, but I think it'll be a pretty good wicket. Hard to know exactly. Maybe a little bit of spin later on in the game. Honestly, I got no idea. Outside of that.
And just the balls in the series, the West Indian Dukes balls, have you noticed anything different with them at training or anything like that?
Not overly. I think the pitch is probably the biggest difference to, say, England, where you're using the Duke's ball as well. Here, it may be a little bit more abrasive. A little bit of swing early, and then it seems to die off a little bit. But yeah, ball specific, not really.
Just going to ask about Smith, if you spoke to him, is he still looking likely for the second Test at this stage?
Yeah, hoping so. He's got a few return to play kind of protocols he's got to tick off while he's back home. So yeah, I know the medical team have got a bit of a program for him. So no huge update. Hoping it goes well and he'll be back here kind of towards the end of the match. But he's got a few things to tick off first.
Just last one, Cam Gray made a big time at number 4, obviously he's the 3 this week. Is he your 3? Do you see him as the 3? Is he embracing that 3?
Yeah, we see that as a long-term option. I think going into last week, he's hitting the ball really well. He's moving really well. He had a Test match where it obviously didn't go to plan. I think he only placed 3 or 4 balls. So, the message is not to look into that too much. We're really happy with where his game's placed. And, I dare say we'll get a decent run at number 3.
Given what happened in January, you see this as a bit of a revenge series, and have you guys found what it takes to deal with your marginals?
We'll wait and see. That was a great series a couple of years ago. Weren't quite up to scratch to that Gabba Test, and a couple of the West Indian guys, particularly Shamar, had a day out. So it's I'm sure the batter's been talking about how to manage him and counter that. But we'll wait and see. Again, it's a new cycle, so we're really keen to get off to a good start and kind of put ourselves at the top of that WTC.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Alright, good afternoon everybody. I'm Jerome Foster, media officer for the men's team. Roston Chase is here, newly appointed Test captain. He'll be playing his 50th game tomorrow, but starting tomorrow, hopefully, weather permitting. We also have some journalists online. We will take your questions after those in the room. This interaction is scheduled for a maximum of 10 minutes based on the time that we have. So we'll start with raising of the hands and proceed afterwards. So Philip Spooner, then Anwar.
Awesome, look, congrats. Take us more first time. What are your thoughts? Enough about those. And then the other one is I saw your Instagram with one foot there, it's a big catch around. If you could tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, firstly, 50th Test match. It's a great honor and privilege for me to achieve that milestone, so I'm really thankful for it. It'll be my first game as captain, so I think it will be a little emotional for me, but I think that once I could overcome that and put that energy towards the cricket, it'll be good for me. And on that, dialogue with those legends. That was the first time I met Kalicharan, but Sir Viv and Collis King are two of my cricketing heroes. I mean, before I debuted in 2016, I played a President 11 game, and that's where I met Sir Viv Richards, and he mentored me in that game. And from then on, we had a special connection. And then that same year, I also met Collis King in England, and I had the opportunity to actually play in a game with Collis King, and me and him and I, we batted and we put on over 50 partnership, and this was 2015, so Collis is now 74, so he was 64 years old at that time, and I was amazed at how he was still batting without a helmet, fast bowlers bowling, and still hitting some of the biggest sixes I've ever seen. And I've played a lot of cricket, so from that day on, I've always held him close to me, and me and him have a very good relationship, so we were just catching up over that time.
Go to Anwar then. Jack.
Congratulations again. Austin, it was a full question for me. Pat Cummins was a bit kind to give us a bit of a snippet into what the Australian team looked like. You do the same for us, the rest of his team. And you know, it's just a bit of a dawn of a new era. You being the skipper, newly appointed skipper, Sammy being the coach now in this format. What does this Test series represent for the West Indies, and you know what you make of the Australian side?
Well, actually, second question first. Yeah, it's a new era. I mean, it's a new start, a fresh start, new World Test Championship cycle. So, I mean, we're looking forward to it. Me, my first time as captain, and Sammy also first time captain. I mean, being the coach of the team. So we're really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can bring some new energy, and you know what I mean, we can turn it around. I mean, we've been on the bottom half of the table for a number of years now, so we're really looking to change that and see if we can make a change in West Indies cricket for the better. And then on the 11, yeah, I can name the 11. John Campbell and Craig, Casey Carty at 3, Brandon King, myself, Shea Hope, Justin Graves, Warwick Khan, Azari Joseph, Shamar Joseph, and Jaden Seals will be the 11 that we'll go with tomorrow.
Alright, Jack, Andrew, Mark.
Rustin, do you think there's a few scars with these shows up, what Shamals had to do it together a couple of years ago?
Yeah, well, hopefully, I hope there are some scars. I mean, if they're still thinking about that going out there tomorrow, that would be very good for us. I think that would be part of the job done for us. So yeah, I hope they're still hurting.
And just the guys you brought in, Brandon King, Joe, John Campbell, do we expect that sort of up-tempo actually game style?
But yeah, of recently the Test game has evolved a lot, and guys are trying to move the game forward. I mean, it's still Test cricket, so you still have to have some type of patience. So I think it's just for the guys to mix their aggression with that patience, and yeah, I think they'll be good.
Showers to Roston, what the conversation's been like with him getting back into Test cricket. He's obviously keeping his side, but you see him as a player now who build that middle order.
Yeah, well, we know Shea Hope is a class player. He has a lot of experience in the international arena. He's also the captain in the white ball format. So I'm just looking for him to lead by example as a senior player and someone that I can lean on in pressure situations, and you know what I mean, to help me lead the troops in being a competitive Test team.
So I just want more on keeping. Is that a balance of the side thing, allowing you to play extra round, I guess, and just.
Yeah, I guess him keeping for us is a plus. I mean, he hasn't kept in Test cricket before, so I think he have to learn a bit and learn fast. But Shea Hope, he's a quality player, so I'm looking forward to him doing it for us.
Alright, then Philip.
Roston, Grand Champions said the other day, South News cycle, the last 3 seconds, the realistic target is finishing in the top 5. As a new captain, is that something that the way you're looking at it as well, and what might Australia now?
Yeah, well, we had our meetings and stuff about the new cycle, and we wanted to be realistic in the goals that we set going forward. So right now we are currently at 8 or 9. So we said obviously we don't want to set goals that are beyond our reach, set our hats too high. So we said if we could finish between 4th and 6th, because we have 14 games in this cycle. So if we could win 44% of those games, that will put us in a position at the end of the cycle to be around 4th or 6th, looking at the points that have been over the last 2 cycles.
All right, Philip and Ronson, I have one question online as well, and I'll take one more from the room.
Which even Craig to have that conversation with the enormous job that we're able to take, but as you tell people we're able to manage your emotions first and then manage it.
Well, honestly, me and Craig haven't really had any conversation about the captaincy. Any conversation that we had was about the series going forward, him as a player individually. I mean, me and Craig, we go way back, so I don't think it's something necessary. I mean, I think I can handle myself, but if I need a shoulder to lead on, I think Craig would be more than willing to help me out in any area, seeing that we have a good relationship. We went to school together. We've played cricket from the under 11 coming straight up. So I think he would be someone that I can lean on if need be.
Ronson?
Yes, Ross. Shares with the keeper. I remember in the first class that he didn't have a very good game. How confident are you that he can have this go for the test series?
Yeah, well, as cricketers, every game you don't have a great game. So, I mean, he's been in the international arena for some time. And at this level, you have to put those things behind you very fast. So I'm knowing that he will be able to put that behind him. I mean, I've seen him working on his keeping a bit more now too. So hopefully that should put him in good stead in doing a great job for us.
All right, one more from the room.
Roston, what can we as Caribbean fans report this week about the national life from both sides?
Yeah, I think you can expect positive cricket from us. I mean, as I said, the game is evolving, so we're looking to play with a bit more flair and bring back that Caribbean style to the game. And we're just looking forward to making the Caribbean nation proud. And I just want to ask the fans to just support the boys through and through. Whether we win, we lose, we draw, whatever happens, just support and wish the best for the guys.
Thank you. We have 2 minutes, so that would equate to 2 questions in my estimation. Ian Wason and Roger Tracy. Ian Wason first, then Roger Tracy online. So you can open your mics and ask. Ian? Yes, Ian is not there. Roger? All right, I'm hearing you now, Ian.
Hi, good afternoon. But I've just joined, so I'm not sure if this was touched on. How is the pitch looking, and if the team has been settled on the final 11? Just joined, so I wasn't sure if that was touched on.
So he named the 11 just now, so he can answer about the pitch.
Yeah.
I'll send you the 11 if you didn't get it.
Yes, please.
Yeah, the pitch, it looks quite brown. I mean, there's a natural color for pitches in the Caribbean. You don't tend to see much green grass on the pitches in the Caribbean, so it's nothing new to us. Has a bit of grass, but the grass is kind of, I would say, dry and brown. It looks like a normal Kensington wicket, probably slow on the first day and quicken up over the course of the game.
Yeah. Thank you, Ian. Roger?
And just
Ian, we're out of time, Ian. We have to go.
well, like, you will send me the team after.
Yeah, I will. Roger? Roger?
If Roger can't get it,
I'll go with you.
just from a Barbadian point of view, how close was your handling? How close was it?
Well, I mean, he's in the squad, so he's about 4 guys short of the team.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks. Appreciate that.